These travelers, longtime Chicago residents, are returning to Greenville, Mississippi for a reunion with their families and childhood friends. 50 years ago, along with millions of other blacks, they left the cotton fields and Jim Crow world of the South in search of freedom and opportunity in the industrial cities of the North and West. It was the largest internal migration in the nation's history. Their pursuit of the American dream changed this country dramatically and forever. This is their story.
My name is Mae Buster Carter. I was born in Sunflower County. I am 69 years old. I have 13 children.
We farmed and raised cattle, chicken, cows, horses, hogs, cotton. That's what my folks was doing. They was sharecroppers. In fact, just about everybody I know at that time was, sharecroppers.
A sharecropper is a person that worked for the landowner for on the half. My husband described it better. He said a sharecropper means that you work 20 years for yourself and 20 years for somebody else.
The sharecropper had to pay for the seeds. The sharecropper had to pay for the fertilizer. The sharecropper had to pay for the maintenance of the tractors. It had to pay for the gas. It had to pay for the fuel. It had to pay for the feed for the horses and the mules. And yet, when the crop was gathered, the sharecropper gathered it all. And then the owner took half of that.
It was a form of slavery. Not just control, it was a form of slavery. You just absolutely worked for your board and keep.
My parent and I worked the whole year, and my dad would make $300. Some folk make that in a day's time now.
Sometimes I tell you, I get sad about it. It's sad. Then again, I get mad. So very difficult to feel. But we didn't have no other choice. We had to do it. We didn't have no other choice.
I was born right down the road. And I look down the road and my mind go back to, when you just didn't have anything, when you go to school all day without anything to eat. And they would have a turnip patch, for the school cafeteria for the cooks. And that's how we would eat. Sometimes go out there in the turnip patch and, get some turnips and things and eat them for dinner. And most times, in the wintertime, we had just 3 cents. To buy 1 box of milk. And by the time we came home, we were so hungry that whatever was there to eat, that's what we would eat. But usually it was a pot of beans. But the last year of school, my mom was sick, so that meant I had to come home. And then I had to cook before I could eat. And your stomach just be tearing up inside while you're trying to cook. And you can't eat, you can't eat while you're cooking because it got to be enough for everybody else.
I won't be here long. Don't kiss me here.
I didn't get any education at all. I didn't have the opportunity to go to school. Because when I was born 69 years ago, there wasn't no schoolhouse for the children to go to.
The school system operated from 7 to 8 months, and we had what was known as the split session. The school year revolved around the farmer's needs for use the students as laborers on the farm.
That means the black children didn't start school until about the 15th of November. So they could, pick cotton. And the white children was going to school all the time. They started going to school from September on to June.
It was only on rainy days that we could go to school, especially when the crops was in the field. And most kids at that time started when they could just pick cotton or could just stand up good, as long as they could pull a lock of cotton out of the bowl, When I got to be about 8, 9 years old, I was a regular field hand.
If you was tall, you could start chopping when you was about 9. But if you was short, you'd have to wait till you was about 11 or something like that.
And the way we pick cotton is wear a cotton sack on our back, around our neck, and we drag this long sack down the cotton row. And when it get full, we'd empty it, come back and start all over again. And some people was real good, picking like 200-300 pounds a day. And that didn't apply to me at all. I ain't never been good in the field, and I ain't never liked the field. I was in the field because this is what I had to do.
I loved the South in one way. I didn't love that chopping cotton that's hard on your back, hard on your hands. I didn't love that kind of work. Me and my brother used to cry all the time. Please help us, God, get us out of here. So he made a way. He made a way. It was hard, but he made a way.